Hi guys, this is Piranha, and in this video I want to show you guys how to disassemble a Logitech G603. And you basically start by taking off the battery cover like this. It's just magnetic, and you continue by taking off the mouse feet, which I do by using an X-Acto knife like this to get under the mouse feet. I always stick them on the mouse itself so that they don't stick to anything. Then you continue to unscrew the 4 bottom screws. And I do this by using a small electric screwdriver, which is known as a Phillips screwdriver. Next up, I go in here and kind of bend it to the side a little bit to crack this open, and I gently separate the top and bottom shell, and I'm careful to not break any of the wires inside. Then I pull out the battery plug with my fingernails. I don't recommend pulling on the cables itself, since you have the risk of breaking it. Then I take off the top shell. It sometimes cracks a little bit, but that's not bad. Then I pull out the white thing so that I can release the cable. First I take off the screws here on top, which there are 5 of, to get out the scroll wheel basically. And yeah, once I'm done with this, I take this off. Oh, there's another. Like this. Take this off, and there are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unscrew these. Take off this thing. I usually leave this in, since you will have to replug it in the future otherwise. I take off this screw, this one, and this one, and that's it, I think. Nope, there's another. There we go. I take this off. You want to have the on and off switch. You will need this one. For my mods, you don't need this on and off switch, which changes between Logitech Lightspeed and the normal Bluetooth, but we always use Logitech Lightspeed anyways. So yeah, we are done with the bottom part. Next up is the top part, which I always do like this. I unscrew these 2 screws. 1, 2. And this allows us to take off these covers, let's call them. You can use a little bit of force, since we won't need this part anymore. So it can break like this. I continue to unscrew the 2 micro switches. They both have 2 screws, like so. Yeah, then I take them out. And this is always a bit difficult to take out, but not yet found a good solution to this. Like this, that's alright. Next up, you want to unscrew the screw which is in here with a little plate on it to get the side button PCB out. So kind of wanna, actually it helps here to take some pliers and grab the side button PCB and take this out, because it's always pretty stuck in there. Then you can take out the second micro switch like this. Next up, you want to take out the side buttons. You gotta unscrew 2 screws. That's it, and then you can take them out like so. And basically all that's left is to take out the battery cable, and I like to take out these 2 screws as well, since it's kind of nice to have them as extra for the mod. You don't really need to, but you can do it. Yeah, and the difficult part is basically to take out the battery cable, which you can either do by taking this one, or you buy the battery cable on eBay and solder the 2 battery springs on them. So you have the option to take the battery cable out, which is kind of difficult, and it often breaks, but it's possible if you take your time. Or you buy a battery cable online, which I will link under the video, and you solder on the 2 battery springs. So to take out the battery springs, you will need to cut this, let's call it hook, off, and on the other side as well, like this. And then you can simply pull out this battery spring, and I cut it off like so, and I continue by cutting it off on this side, since we only need one of them, like this. So I cut here, so we are only left with one, and basically you repeat the same thing on the other side, which is always a bit difficult. I again cut off the 2 hooks, the 2 plastic hooks, and then I push it on the other side like so. Actually, I like to cut off the cable first like this, and then it basically falls out already. And again, the G603 has 2 batteries, but we only will need 1. So we cut this one in half, like this. And we are left with the 2 battery springs, which we can then solder on the battery cable that we bought, which I will link in the description. But as I said, it's also possible to get this one out, but you really gotta take your time with it. Alright, yeah, the shell, the 2 top and bottom shell, you don't need anymore. These 2 neither, but the rest basically you will need for my mods. Alright, I wish you good luck with this disassembly, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments and I will try to answer them all.